we made it. So I was unable to get you guys into the actual shopping that I did earlier. However, I can show you guys what I got. Well, as you can see, I think you can see mostly everything on here. But this should last me a whole day tomorrow. So this was for today, like half of today, or like 2/3 of today, and then all of tomorrow, and then for Saturday as well. So this is it. This is your carbs, this is your fats, this is your protein. So I usually, like what I've been doing the last few trips is I'll buy a bunch of these. These were like super handy just because if you can find the ones that are 1 pound, then you just scan it and then you don't have to weigh anything. You're good to go. But I found these today. Mind you, this haul, all of this was found at the local Walmart. So this was a local Walmart. These are the ones I always get. It's either this one, the honey roasted turkey breast, or just the regularly seasoned turkey, or the chicken, the just seasoned chicken breast also. But it also comes sliced up like this. And a lot of these will have, or a lot of stores will have the 1 pound. So that's usually a couple bucks cheaper, and you get a whole pound. It's cheaper than buying 2 of these, right? Because each one of these was like $3.50, $3.70. So 2 of these is $6. The pound would probably be like $5, $5.50, something like that. You're not saving. You're saving a little bit, not like not $1 million, but you're not saving like a bunch. But definitely, it's a couple bucks. So if you're a little tight on the budge, then definitely do that. But Coke Zero, have to have the Coke Zero. I got this a few hours ago. I'm already halfway through. I almost got the liter, but decided not to do that. We opted out of that. And back here hiding, this is going to be for the steak. I guess I could have it on the grilled chicken, on the fajita chicken as well. But this is just good. This is 0 cal. This is great. 0 cal, obviously here. We've got the 6-pack of this. These have also been super freaking convenient. I don't know if you guys have tried these, but they've got a bunch of different flavors. I'm actually going to try this one for the first time. This is roasted chicken flavored with carrots and herbs. But these are incredible. I've talked about them before. They're 90 seconds in the pouch. They're good to go. And I like the creamy 4-cheese. That's these two. Creamy 4-cheese. And the cheddar broccoli is nice. Like earlier today, the meal that I had was obviously some of this because this is already open. So I had 6 ounces of this, and I had 1 pouch of this with Pringles. Pringles are good source of carbs and fats. Just because none of this really has high fat. This is probably the highest fat thing I've got. I could have got cheese, but I didn't want to. So just stuck with that. Here's the empty one, the cilantro lime. That's what it looks like, if you're wondering. Steak. This is all. So both of these are pretty sick. This is pretty cool. If you don't mind spending a couple extra bucks on something that's gonna taste good and that you're gonna feel good about, and that it's gonna keep you satiated for longer. You can definitely opt for these, both of these. It was in their fridge, not frozen, but it was in their fridge section, and this is steak, this is chicken. It's already ready to go. All you have to do is pop it in the microwave, and that's it. It does get a little tricky because it says here 45 seconds to 3 minutes, and it says 3 ounces for 45 seconds to a minute. So 3 ounces is 1 minute, and the entire package would be 2.5 to 3 minutes. So that might get a little tricky if you don't have your scale, or if you're not just like great with like eyeballing it. It might get a little tricky, but lucky for me, it's over there. But I've got I'll just get it for you. I'll show you. Handy dandy scale. So this is pretty sweet. This is like pocket size. Like honestly, this, I haven't tried this, but I'm pretty sure it fits. This is pretty dope. Look at that. Look at that. You wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know. It's right there. Pocket size scale. This is pretty sweet. So this was like $10 at Walmart. Easy purchase. And so yeah, what really sold me on these was the picture on the back. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a Crunchwrap style quesadilla. It looks exactly like a Crunchwrap, just homemade. So I'm really excited to try these. And then obviously we've got carb balanced tortillas. This is for fiber. This is for fat. These are actually pretty high in protein. So these are, I think they're 0 carb. How many carbs does this thing have? Okay, this has 19 grams of carbs, but that's pretty damn good. Let's see. 1 tortilla, 3.5 grams of fat, 16 grams, 19 grams. Nope. 2 grams of carbs. Because remember, carbs and fiber cancel each other out. So it says here 17 grams of fiber with 19 grams of carbs. 19 minus 17 is 2. So technically you've only got 2 grams of carbs. And I mean, duh, but it says it right here. It says 2 grams net carbs per tortilla, 70 calories, and 6 grams of fat. I mean, 6 grams of protein per tortilla. So that's pretty sick. I like that. So I figured, because I saw that these are called like fajitas. So I just pictured like kind of Taco Bell style, like chicken, like a chicken wrap. And then I saw this Crunchwrap styles, Crunchwrap Supreme on here. So I was like, you know what? I have to get these tortillas. And then obviously mustard, 0 cal, you need that. And bread for the Sammys. So you got like one meal right there. You got sandwiches, you've got chicken wrap, steak wrap, and obviously the rice to kind of help carb up the steak and the chicken. And hell, even the sandwiches, because the bread might be too high in carbs and calories, so the rice will help even that out, and it'll be lower calorie, higher carb, so that'll help out. And we're gonna ignore the Sour Patch and the Nerds candy that I got here. I don't know who put that there. I don't know how it got there, but it's there. I can't promise that I will not eat it. So fair warning. But this is the haul. Obviously, this came in a 6-pack. I bought maybe a couple more of these. And that's really it. You know, the Pringles. I got this. But this was the haul. This was about $70, I think. And, you know, it's really worth it when it comes down to it, because after all, it is Walmart, so you are getting a pretty good deal. But this is my haul for, you know, just a couple days while I'm traveling, while I'm staying here. And a lot of this is not going to be thrown away. It will be eaten by me. It'll just be eaten by me at a later date. But yeah, I mean, if you don't have one of these already, like I've told you guys need to get one. You have to get, if you're traveling, you have to get this little tiny one. If you don't want to do this, then you will probably not be able to eat. I mean, unless you're eating the whole thing, right? If you're eating the whole thing, then you can just calculate it. 5 servings, 120 calories per serving. You can calculate it that way. But for me, I'm not eating the whole thing just because I had partial breakfast and, you know, I haven't had my dinner yet. I still have to go work out. I still have things to do. So I'm like pacing my food. So the scale comes in handy. But I mean, even this, you know, this is, if you're eating this whole thing, you're getting 4.5 servings per container. So you would multiply 70 times 4.5, and that would give you your calories for this whole thing. And then this, obviously the bread is just the slices. This, you calculate it by the pouch. This, you calculate it by the tortilla slice. It doesn't get easier than that, man. I mean, even this, they've got this dumbed down so much. You can actually count, which is what I did. You can count. It says about 14 crisps back here. So 14 is one serving. 14 chippies, 14 Pringles is one serving. One serving is 150 calories for 9 grams of fat and 16 grams of carbs. Just pick them out. 14. Boom. You're done. So this is my haul. Let me know if you've got any better suggestions. But in the meantime, I'm gonna stick to this and gonna hit the gym now. So that way I can get the second part of my dinner. I already had the first part, so I'll have the second part. But yeah, I mean, we're good. Calorie deficit is going strong. 1,800 calories, 155 grams of protein, 160 grams of carbs, and 65 grams of fat. So going strong, going great. Remember, seasonings, sauces, 0 calories are going to be your best friend. 0 calorie drinks are also going to be your best friend. So I think that's it. I'll see you guys on the next one.